Hello world, you tuned in to Sonny's Cheat Sheet, and this is your man Sonny Bueno, and we about to break down some good game and educate and entertain. We're live. I've been noticing a disturbing trend. There's a lot of educated, intelligent, fine women who are single, and they're perpetually single, and they have no idea why. On today's show, what I want to break down for you ladies is 7 simple solutions to solve being single. Change. First thing you have to do is acknowledge that you may be doing something wrong. Not that you are wrong. There's a difference between being wrong and doing wrong. The first thing is understanding that if you're not getting the outcome that you desire, then that means you're going about it inefficiently and ineffectively. Because if the goal is to find a man that wants to spend the rest of his life with you, a good man, and all you're doing is getting bad men who just want to spend one night with you, then you're not being effective. The goal is not being reached. So you're going about it the wrong way because it's not bringing about the desired outcome. So the first thing is to recognize that and to say, I need to change it. Because if I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again, but expecting a different result, then what does that make me? So here's what it is. Change. You have to understand that there's something that you're doing inherently wrong. So you cannot want to remain the same. You have to break down every aspect of your life and try to bring about change. Now that change could be hanging out in different environments, maybe even changing your friends. Hell, even change your look. You have to change something if what you're doing now is not bringing about the desired outcome. My second simple step is a lot of women follow the guideline of playing hard to get. And this for a lot of years has been the rule of thumb. If you're a good woman, act hard to get, it makes you more desirable. But it's a fallacy. It's a logical fallacy that we've all arrived to at some point and we've all kind of gone with it, not really looking and saying, why? Why do we do it and does it even really work? One time I heard a man say, women who play hard to get, hardly get got. And that's the reality. What you have to understand is that men like games. We play sports, which is a game. We play video games, which are games. We even play video games about sports. We like challenges. It kind of just plays to our, or placates to our male ego. We want to overcome something and conquer it. That's why you'll find, if you're playing hard to get, a lot of men will actively pursue you, right? And they'll intensely pursue you, and then once you actually giving your heart to this person, they move on. They're despondent. They're no longer really interested because what they were interested in was a challenge. So a lot of women believe if I become more difficult to get, that will kind of keep the savages at bay. You know, the people who may not mean me any good, they won't even want to take on the challenge and they'll go away. But the men who really see the good in me and the men who really want me, they'll move forward. They'll actually come and pursue me, which is not true, ladies. It actually just works the opposite. Men who may have a genuine interest in you, see you not being receptive to them, and they say, well, she doesn't like me. Because if the goal was to get to know you and you're not giving them that opportunity, well, then they move on. They say, hey, you know what? I liked her, but she's not being responsive. Okay. And I know what you're thinking. I know. You're saying to yourself, well, if he really liked me, then he should have took the time to... He doesn't know you enough to say whether or not it's worth the time. If he's trying to get to know you and you're not giving him that opportunity, he doesn't know you well enough to know what he's losing. So it's not a, oh, well, it's his loss situation because he don't know you. But the guy who sees you and only wants to take advantage of you, a place to stay, nice piece of ass, someone to have sex with, that guy sees those things because they're aesthetic. He can look and say, hey, she got a nice crib that I can go move in. Or she got a big behind and I want to hit that. So he's willing to put in the work and effort and time to try to overcome these obstacles and hurdles that you put in his way. And at the same time, he's feeding his ego. So women, playing hard to get hardly ever works.